was I was looking at people's websites, like the women who I was on their Yelp sites for reviews. I was looking for their reviews.
Yeah.
I just went to their actual websites and looked at their testimonials to see if I could get the whole name, because I don't know what you were saying, how to do it exactly, but I couldn't go from Gary Z to finding Gary Z on Facebook. Like, that transition is not working for me. So if you have some magic trick, I'm happy to hear it.
Okay.
But I was going and like seeing if people were commenting on their statuses, seeing if I could find the testimonials, the names of them. I found a couple and wrote a couple people. Some of them, I guess, had commented and didn't use them, but they're willing to talk to me. So I have one guy I'm talking to. He doesn't really. I don't know, like, if he's friends with the stylist or he's used her. It's like he's a little unclear. So I'll get a better idea on Thursday.
Okay.
I have one more guy I'm talking to. I don't know when. We don't have anything set. So that's kind of working, but kind of not, because some of them are just commenting or and maybe not have used their stylist. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So if there's any other ideas you want to throw my way, I'm happy to keep reaching out to people. I had a phone call today with someone I thought had used the stylist, but actually he had her write a article. So he wants me to write an article about how, like, I can. The magazine is like something over 50. Wait, what is it called? It's called Life After 50. Duh. It's called Life After 50, and it's like an online magazine. He wants me to write an article for men, how to like improve their styles and how like I can like help them. So by the end of November, I owe him like an article. So that was my first phone call today. Turned
That's
into
awesome.
a magazine thing.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
so do you feel like you've gotten into motion previous to since we talked, like from the last time that we talked?
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely gotten into motion for sure. I just am feeling like now that I've contacted a lot of the people that I was able to find, like, okay, what's the next step and where's the next place to look for them? Because like how you and I were talking, guys aren't really chatting online about their style issues or what have you. So what I'm finding, what's my next step after I've tapped out this resource? And I have some more work to do on what I've been doing, but what's that next step look like?
Okay, so let's see if I can fly without a net here.
Where are you both? Like, where are you? Is it loud? It's like, where are you?
I'm in Culver City at a coffee shop.
I'm at home, outside.
Oh. Outside, hanging on your like porch or something?
Yeah. Okay, cool. So do you see my screen?
Yes, I see your screen.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Where would I start? So I haven't prepared any of this, so let's just see.
Let's see how your magic really works, Gary. Come on now.
Come on now.
No, I can't go and yell. People hate me.
Okay, so
I'm like,
I'm
in trouble.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble with the Yelp people. So let's say personal shoppers. Okay, so here I go.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so Allison Dietz Styling Services. Cool.
Right.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up her website. Okay. So Facebook.
She doesn't really have testimonials, I don't think. I've been to all these ladies.
Okay, cool. All right, so not a lot of. Let's see. Carrie Carter, Green, Gabby Martinez, Chief Hoover.
I can't see your computer. It's just your.
You can't see it?
Oh, I can.
No, I just see your face. Oh, that's weird. I can't see it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Present to everyone. There you go. Can you see it now?
No, I still see your face. I did see it. That's weird.
Sarah, do you see it?
I see it.
Okay, cool.
What? That's so weird.
Lauren, you don't see it?
No.
Um.
I see like your head.
What am I doing? What am I doing right now?
Your picture. You know?
Then it's on Lauren's end, not on Gary's end.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? How do I fix it?
I don't know.
I don't know all the answers for me.
No, I'm really bad at this. Then there's something with some
Green
kind of, some picture or some video.
Let me try it again for you, Lauren.
Oh.
Okay, so you should see me now.
Yeah, I see you now.
Okay, cool. So now you should see the screen.
Oh, okay, now I see it.
Okay, cool.
Weird.
All right. So here's how I would do it. So I'd open up a text file. And okay, so let's see some people. Okay. Right here, Jennifer Wilson, these people.
Mhm.
Okay.
Remember, I only want guys.
Okay, fine. So we'll do guys here.
Only want men.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Kim Franklin, let's see, Jennifer. Gary Carter Green. Okay.
Okay.
Gary Carter Green. So, do you see my text file too, or do you just see the?
No.
No. Okay. So basically, I would make a text file, and I would go through, and I would say, okay, well, who are the guys here, right? So then I would say, okay, well, Gary Carter Green, Jeff Hoover. So then once I do that, once I'd make that list, then I'd go to Facebook, and let me log in, and then I'd search that person, and there's Gary Carter Green.
Right.
Okay. So, producer at Let's Make a Deal. So I don't know if he's used her or not, but he's on her page. He's interested.
Right.
So
Right.
I would add him. Boom.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, but just more from all the likes. Or not from the likes, from the testimonials. But this is like another step.
Okay, cool. So let's see here. So this is Yelp. So Daniel OK, right? So you're
I
telling
sent
me.
him a message.
Okay, fine. Let's see here. Adam R. Alyssa. Robin D. Did you send him a message?
Who?
Robin D.
No, because it says I love my wedding dress.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's a woman.
Okay, good point. Okay, so that's it with this lady. Okay, so on to the next one. So basically, I would go through and just open up tabs on all of these here.
Yeah, you should write something with backing it up with some candy corn.
Okay, close that. Close that. All right, Lori B. Style. Did you look through hers?
Yeah.
Cool. What'd you find?
I can't remember if I emailed that guy or not. Yep. But I think I've gone to her website and.
Okay, so here's personal stylist Catherine Jobert. So she has men's stuff here with the website. So take a look at what she does. Wardrobe stylist, personal stylist, and personal shopper. Blah blah blah. Contact me, Facebook, and Instagram. Okay.
Are you on her Yelp page? Where are you?
I'm just looking through her Instagram right now. Okay, here's her Facebook. Let me know if it lags at any point.
It just says you're on her Yelp page. From what I see.
Okay. Darren, can you see Facebook?
Yeah.
So See, 251 likes.
No, now I can only see Yelp.
Oh, weird. Okay. Close down this.
It's annoying how you can't see who likes their page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing something wrong.
I think before you were able to do it, and now maybe they changed it. But
I
let's-
can't even see who likes my own page.
Really?
that's a whole
I can
other
see
issue.
it on my phone, but not on my page on my computer. Am I just completely computer literate? Ignore me. Continue. Move
Okay.
on.
Okay. So I'm looking at personal stylist Catherine Jobart. Okay, 21 reviews. So I'm gonna try to find a man here. That's not weird. Okay, so Phil M. Have you contacted
Yeah.
him?
Because I didn't contact him my first round,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got yelled at by Yelp, so I sent him a compliment.
Okay.
I don't think I know how to check that if he's responded to me.
Okay, so he actually writes
Because I
something.
thought maybe I would get around the Yelp system,
Yeah.
but I think
Okay,
they
so
think I'm like a scammer.
okay, cool. So he actually writes something important here. I hate shopping, really hate shopping. But I needed to refresh my wardrobe after moving from SF, so I called on Catherine. It was my first time using a stylist or personal shopper, and she made me feel at ease. Okay, you should like save these somewhere.
Okay.
These reviews right here, because they're telling you a lot.
Right.
We spent an hour looking through my closet, then a few days later spent 4 hours at Bloomingdale's because they were having a big sale. And during this time, I purchased 3 pairs of jeans, a couple of sweaters, Henleys, hoodies, button-down shirts, 3 jackets, 4 pairs of shoes. I love all my new clothes and wouldn't hesitate to use Catherine again. Catherine was super friendly, easy to work with. She's a straight shooter, can work with different budgets. Okay, I think you read this one because it sounds to me like.
Yeah, this is what his comments were one of the best comments, but then also some of the other comments matched what this guy had to say.
Okay, cool.
No, I read all of these.
Fantastic. So now I go to his profile. Can you see his profile on your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now what I'm looking at is what other types of things does he buy, right? So let's see, repair, some kind of repair. Okay, not a lot. So then I want to know who is this guy, right? Like, can I find him on Facebook, right? So his name is Phil M. Okay. So let's see. We'd go to Google, type in Phil M, Yelp, San Francisco. So your issue was that you sent him a message and like Yelp was complaining, right?
Yeah. So I didn't get to send him my message, so I sent him a compliment.
Yeah.
And I don't really know, with a message. And I'm not sure if he how that worked.
Okay, so let me give you another trick that you could do. So right here, if you go to Phil's friends.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to think outside the box here a little bit, right? So if he's friends with people on these people, then he's friends with them on Facebook. So one of these people is going to have their info on here. Like they might have a website. So again, I didn't prepare this, but let's just look.
There's this mariachi band.
So let's see, Matt O. Let's see.
So, I mean, it's like one of my
So what I'm looking for, Lauren, here is I'm looking for somebody that has a website or something like that. Right.
It's like someone like this kind of
You guys with me?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I think someone did that as you. Like you completed that. Unfortunately, no. So I think
Okay, right here. So, Lacey L. Bizzle.
people like
So you can see her website is lacek.com.
Where is it? Where did you say? Oh,
You see this?
yeah.
So if I go to a website, I bet you I'll find her name. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so close.
Close, but no cigar.
Okay, but then if I go to Google, let's see, L Bizzle. How many people are named L Bizzle? Okay. L Bizzle Lacey.
Are you on Google?
Yes.
I see your Yelp page.
Okay, so here's her Instagram. Right here.
I can't see it. I see your Yelp page.
Saren, can you see it? So her name, right here, I found her name. Her name is Lauren Ball. Okay. So now, I'm like teaching you how to spy on people. Awesome.
This is like super spy situation.
Okay, so now I go and I add Lauren Ball. Right here. My internet's gonna catch up. But you see how I found her? Like I went through the friends. I found a friend. I found the like if she had a website. I found her name. And it looks like this is her. Lauren Ball Tisdale. And we have one mutual friend, so I'll just add her. Boom. So once she accepts me, then I could look through her friends and I could find that guy. Makes sense?
Okay.
So let me go back to my screen here. Okay. So how much of that did you see? Because I know like Google Hangout can freeze up. Did you see all of it?
Most of it, I mean, I didn't see where you were Googling her name, like Lauren or Lacey, whatever, but I get it. But I saw that you went to his friends and looked through them and figured out where they have the website or not, and then from that, you took it a step further.
Yep.
So I can do that.
Darren, did you get that? Okay. So it's gonna. So Darren, did you get that? Is that helpful?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this you could do with any social network site, right? You could, I mean, really, you could find anybody. it's just a matter of like a few clicks. Like you look at their friends list, figure out a name of a friend, Google that if they have an acronym like she did, like L Bizzle, right? There's not a lot of L Bizzles, and then you could find some people, right? So it might take a little bit of time, but you could find your target market. You could contact them, basically, right? Can you see that?
Can I see that?
I mean, like, can you like, do you get the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's just Yelp, right? Now the next thing is, where else can you find them, right? That's just one avenue. That's just one channel. Let's see.
You're cutting out.
I'm cutting out?
On and off, yeah.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get my charger here. Saren, think about how you could use the same strategy for you as well, right? Like how many Like, do you have a Yelp review site?
No.
Okay, so like I told Lauren, like you should start one. The only disadvantage of that is if you get something negative, then
Yeah.
people will post it. But so just know that, and you can't remove it. So once like a
Right.
negative review comes in on that, like it's hard to remove it. So,
Yeah.
but the benefits outweigh the costs, I think, in my opinion. Right? Because if you
Okay.
do a good job, like you shouldn't get any negative reviews.
Well, and I think one thing too is not most people think to give you a Yelp review. So the people that you've had success with, you can specifically ask those people to give you a Yelp review.
Yes.
Right.
I'm not a person who Yelps. Like, I don't do that. I would never think to do that. But if someone asked me to go and do it, I would do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So talk for a second. I'll be right back. Let me get my charger.
Uh-oh, this is going to be Lauren telling me that I'm hiding from her again.
Yeah. Girl,
Yeah.
girl, you've been hiding from me, bitch.
Right?
I know you're doing in action.
I've been hiding. I've been really busy. And I've been spending a lot of time alone.
Guys,
where?
can you hear me okay?
Alone. Oh, there's somebody else here.
Oh,
Kind of.
hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, good to meet all of you. Can you hear me okay?
A little bit.
All right, I'm just trying to flip on my camera. Oh, my name's Sai, by the way.
Hi,
Hi,
Sai. I'm Sharon.
I was like the private kind of lurker in the
Yeah.
background while you guys
It's all good.
trying to turn on my camera, see if it works. So I'm curious, what do you guys do?
Go ahead,
Um,
Lauren.
I am a wardrobe consultant for men, so I help them find their personal style.
I do
Fantastic.
confidence coaching. I have a business called The Glow Effect. So I help women mostly, realize their power and discover their brilliance.
Oh, nice. It's more in the life coaching
Yeah,
arena.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, very cool. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for about a year-ish.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I've been in coach for a long time, but I coach coaches on building up their businesses. So
Very
more on creating funnels and things like
Yeah.
that.
Cool. Well,
That's,
Gary's the place to be.
Yeah.
The Gary Show.
Yeah. Let's turn this thing on. That's why.
Hello. Okay.
We have somebody else, Gary.
Sai.
Sai, what's
Good
up?
friend.
Hey, buddy,
Party.
how you doing?
Good, good. Are you gonna join us on video, or are you gonna be in the dark?
I'm trying to join you on video. I'm on like opposite side of the world, right? It's bright where I am.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just give me a moment. I'm trying to set up.
Okay, all good. We want to see your sexy face.
That's it. My bad head.
Okay, cool. So, so Lauren, how could you use this, or like, can you see how you could connect with all the people that you need to?
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we can try.
Yeah.
People are willing, but I feel like at the same point they're not as willing.
Yeah.
I do have a couple questions. I don't want to dominate, but I do have a couple questions about the script. So I'm free to let somebody else have questions. I mean,
No, go.
So cool.
go.
Me and Saren talked an hour before, so we.
Oh, you had an hour before.
Yeah.
Okay, this can be our special hour, Gary.
Well, I don't know about that, but.
Gary,
Not
you like our
go-
special
not
chat
go-
hour.
Let's not go overboard here. Okay. What else you got?
So, when in the first part of the speech, you're talking about the collecting the demographics, and you say how many, how do you, how often, and to whom.
Yep.
What kinds of things are you trying to collect there? Like, what kinds of information?
Okay. So let me see if I can get Saren to answer it. If not, then I'll answer it. Saren, what kind of questions do you ask when it comes to those questions?
Can you repeat that, Lauren? Say that last
Okay.
time.
So when in the beginning of the script from
Oh, yeah.
3, and Gary says to collect demographics, right? And he lists how many, how, do you, how often, with whom. What kinds of questions are you asking?
Okay.
Or do
Are you
you
asking-
even ask?
Well, do you mean in the survey or in the
No, when you're talking to them on the phone.
I don't ask that. I ask, how do you describe yourself? What have you invested in? How do you address your problems? But first, I get clear on the problem. So first, I'm asking in terms of demographics, like how would you describe yourself? Where are you from? How old are you? That kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then I can just pull up my thing. And then I ask, where does self-doubt come up?
Okay.
And how do you address that? What have you invested in? Who do you talk to? What areas of your life are working? What areas of your life are not working? What's the cost to you?
Okay.
So, I mean, I deal with a completely different product or service than you do. So I don't
Yes.
know if that helps. Gary?
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Good. So Saren, that's right on. So like the demographics questions are, how old are you? Basically, what you want is you want to start off with an introduction. Okay. So you want to start off with an introduction. The introduction is like, okay, so tell me, like, you want to understand who you're talking to, so tell me a little bit about yourself, like, what's your story, how old are you, single or married, just demographics questions.
Right.
You have
But
kids,
then I got thrown off. What?
like, do you have kids? How many kids? Just tell me, like, introduce yourself to me,
Right. That's what I figured, but I don't know. Those bullet points kind of threw me off. I was like, is there something else I should be asking?
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't know.
Well, what you want to... Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's fine. Go for it.
So I was just saying, like, what you want to know is I was just talking to my friend about this, is that we're talking about girls, right? And we said, if you want to hunt an animal, this is bad, but like, if you want to hunt an animal, like, you have to know what kind of animal you're hunting, right?
Right.
So, and then once you know what kind of animal you're hunting, then you know what kind of bait would work, right? So like, something that would work on a fish won't work on a camel, right? So you gotta know who you're talking to. If you're talking to a man that's 30 to 35, he has one set of needs. If you're talking to a woman that's married, then she has a different set of needs, right? So you have to know who your target demographic is so you could talk to them.
Right. Okay. That's totally clear. I just didn't know if there was like something additional that I was missing,
Cool.
And then I guess you say to tell a story. Do you have to tell a story? I mean, like, that seems to me like, I don't know. I don't know if that like works for me. I don't know if that's what you do, Saren, like, to talk about the problem.
So I have 3 clients that I have like, I just have their names, Gina, Stephanie, and Alice. And depending on who I'm talking to, I trigger a story. So, like, whichever one is most relevant to them, I'll tell their story. And it shows some of the results that I've gotten in the past. So I find it helpful, just to give them a context for what I've done.
Oh, so you don't make it like something that resonates with them. You make it like, this is what I've done.
No, I do. Like, I pick one of the 3 clients that is most similar to their situation. So something that does resonate with them. And I use the terms usually that they've already used in their, in everything that they've told me. And then I say, so then we figured out with Alice that blah, 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 and this was the result that she had. And then we move into the problems. But it gives them a context for what I actually do and the results that people have received in a, story is a much easier way. It's a it's an example instead of just saying, like, I help with confidence.
Right. And then you
Sai,
what? List
I can
the
see
problems.
Sai waving his head right there. Sai, you probably tell stories as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I go with two stories, right? And one is somebody who is super ambitious. So this would be a case study of somebody who's super ambitious in what they did, and the other one is somebody who's just very unlikely to succeed. And I use those two kind of interjected.
It's called gloom and doom. Like one is gloom and doom, one is like one is like here's the awesome person, right? They took the right path. Then here's a non-awesome person. They took the wrong path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very much so. So I find they resonate with both of the characters equally. Right? And especially if they're women, they represent with the women character. If they're a man and they're young, they represent with the male. That's just interesting to see both of them.
Yeah, so Lauren, Sai he deals with men and women, right? But because you're dealing with just men, right, you want to tell a story. So I think the question you're asking is, why tell a story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why and like then what would be my story? Like a friend of mine who has a problem finding who's going out, trying to date, can't find what to wear, he struggles with that, looking good, like that kind of thing.
Well, you wanna craft your story based around what you find, like as what you find when you talk with people, what you find when you search Yelp reviews. So, as an example, right? So the Yelp review that we were looking at earlier. Okay, so I have a friend. His name is John. So John really hates shopping. On and on and on and on, right? He hates shopping. He blah blah blah. Like whatever he wrote in that review, I don't remember it exactly. But you want to tell that story, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to get them to resonate your story that you're telling them with their story about what they're going through. So if I told you a story about Amy, okay? Amy was just like you, Lauren, right? So she started out and she didn't know how to find her customers, right? And she was searching on Facebook and she wasn't sure how to find Yelp. She was having a hard time finding her customers and getting people to talk with them, right? Right away, you kind of feel like you're connecting with Amy here with the story, right? I'm talking about, yeah, right? So, right? So that's why you want to tell a story. You want to tell a story because stories build connection.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then you go into the problems.
Whatever the next part of the script is. I
Yeah.
don't remember it exactly.
Yeah, it's the problem.
Yeah, then you go into the problems and then have them, select which ones are the ones that are the top priority for them.
Christian, how do you like what you go into your story and then what do you say? Like you
Let me pull it up. I think I say something then about, well, I definitely talk about the problem soon after that. Oh, this is not what I want to pull up. Here. Yeah, but I think I talk about the problem soon after that, if not the next thing. I'm pulling up my thing.
So for you,
Sorry.
Lauren, so the thing that you got to understand, right, is just focus on the next step, right? So imagine, I said focus on the next step.
Yeah.
So imagine that you're talking with people. I mean, I take it for certain that you're going to talk with somebody and you're going to fuck something up, right? So it's like you're going to say something and it's just like, whatever. Okay, fine. That's normal, right? So I don't want you to worry about like whether you're doing the script right or you're doing the script wrong. What I want you to just do is just do the script. Like if you're going to do the script wrong, fine. Do the script right, fine. As long as you get on the phone and you follow that script, you will get a result, right? I remember I told this to Daniela, and it was like before she started making sales. And I said, look, if you do this, you're going to get a result, right? And she didn't make a sale, but she made like a connection with somebody who like referred her to, and that ended up being a sale, I think, or that ended up being like an article or something like that, right? So you can't really fail with connecting with people that are in your target demographic and trying to understand them, because that's going to help you craft your offer, which is exactly what me and Sarah were talking about just an hour ago.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do is figure out what that is.
Yep. So the more people you connect with, the better you'll understand them, the better you'll be able to sell them, because you're going to have the right offer.
Right.
That's the key.
Right.
Cool. Any other questions?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a couple of things. So I had, I think it was last week, I had five calls. And the way that I'm doing it now is I set them up. So it's a 10-minute, what you call like triage call. And you qualify them, and then you get on to the main one, which is like 60 to 90 minutes. And taking your advice, they know that they have to make a decision at the end of that. So the close rate jumped up quite a bit just by doing that. But there were a couple which kind of just stumped me. I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't know what to say. One was this guy that closed, but he closed on a payment plan, right? So even after trying to close him...
Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Sarah, somebody's doing a lot of feedback. Sarah, it might be you with the coffee shop.
Yeah, and my computer's about to die. So, and this coffee shop doesn't have any outlets.
Okay.
So if I just exit, that's where I'm going.
We still love you.
Thank you. I love you guys too.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so if you can mute yours.
Yeah, I'll mute mine.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
So a couple of them just stumped me, and the first one, he closed on a payment plan, right? So I was selling something for $4,000, and he wouldn't close on the full amount, and he had a lot of good reasons why he wouldn't close, right? So it's one of the reasons was he's in the middle of a divorce, and his money is being watched very carefully by his spouse. I didn't know what to say to that. So I just went and, okay, if we can work out a payment plan, would that work? So he said, yeah. So we worked out a payment plan, he paid it for it, but it went through on an e-check payment, which meant that it wouldn't clear for 5-7 days.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if he intentionally did that, because 5-7 days later, the payment didn't clear.
Oh.
So it's kind of like he wanted free access to it, and then to take away when he wanted to take away, because he hasn't been in communication since then. I wasn't sure what to make of that.
Okay, what's the other case? That's a hard case. Actually, no, I have a solution for that, but okay, what's the other one?
I just want to understand that one as to what was the logic behind it, because I could see the setup. There was something along the setup which caused that to happen. I just can't see what.
Okay.
The next one was this woman who, I mean, this I'm not sure if I actually even mention it, because if it's more of an anomaly than something real.
Yeah.
But this one woman, she closed right at the end. Right, she closed on full amount.
Okay.
And I know right at the end of the call you say just be silent and wait for them to do what they need to do. And this silence, man, was like 15 minutes long.
Wow.
Right? I didn't know what to do. So it's like 15 minutes long.
Wow.
And afterwards he says, my credit card didn't go through. I need to deal with something with my husband. And I'm not sure what to make of that either, but it took 2 weeks to actually collect from her after that.
Okay. So
those are the two which were pretty atypical. You know, it didn't add up.
Okay. So let's start with the first one. So how did he pay? E-check?
He paid by PayPal,
Okay.
and it went through something called an e-check.
Okay. So your first mistake is paying by PayPal.
Huh.
So
Okay.
I would never, ever, ever, ever recommend somebody pay through PayPal because of a couple of reasons. The first reason is you got that e-check thing.
Yeah.
The second reason is PayPal is very in favor of customers to a point that's like ridiculous. which means like anybody can send an email and lock your, like they'll freeze your account, like they're just ruthless. Right? So when somebody says PayPal, I mean, I think initially you paid me through PayPal.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I don't even accept PayPal. I'll just be like, I don't use PayPal. I use Visa or MasterCard. If you want to work together, great. Like Visa starts with a 4, MasterCard starts with a 5. Let's move.
Right.
So PayPal is like, no, but the reason we don't do PayPal, here's why. And I would just tell them, like, there's a lot of issues with PayPal, or I would just, you don't even have to tell them the reason, actually. You're just like, oh, we only use Visa or MasterCard.
Okay, got it. It's a Visa and MasterCard. And is it worth going into why he did that, or is it just more like, okay, just get a payment on a different way?
I would just be like, so, okay, they're like, well, what would they say? They say, well, do you have PayPal? Or can I send you a PayPal?
No, it's me that says, okay, well, I normally deal with payments by PayPal.
Oh, wait, you offer PayPal as the main form of payment?
That's right.
Oh, okay, well. Well, if you're saying, you know, you want PayPal and they gave you PayPal, then, you know.
Okay.
Like, you know, tell them why do you do PayPal?
It's just very convenient.
Yeah.
It's very convenient. It's linked to all my accounts out here, and it's easy to withdraw.
Yeah. I think, I mean, honestly, I think the e-check thing is I don't think that happens very often, does it? That's like a...
First time.
Yeah. I think...
The point being is, like, it was like he wanted to try it out, so he sent some kind of delayed payment, and then it didn't clear.
Well, okay, so you got to check your beliefs on that, right? So oftentimes, like we start to like make stories, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so let's go with the story. Like, oh, he sent a check because he wanted to get the account for free, and then try it out, and then he tried to like fuck me and cancel it, right? That's one story. Right?
Yeah.
Another story could be, you know, he sent an e-check, he was interested, something happened with his bank account and it didn't go through. Right?
Right.
So can you for sure know that it's the first story?
I don't, but he was never in communication after that.
Okay. And did you reach out to him and say, you know, did you try to reach out to him, call him and say, hey, you know,
Yeah.
And nothing?
Nothing.
No phone calls, no emails, no nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Fuck this guy. No, seriously, I mean, it happens, I guess, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. It sounds like... the other thing is, like, it sounds like he probably wasn't committed enough at the end. You know, a lot of times what happens is, like, if you push too hard, right? If you push too hard on a sale, like, I never like to push too hard. Like, I never like to push too hard on a sale. Why? Because, Saren, can I use you as an example?
Yeah.
Saren, are you okay with that? Yeah. Okay, she's on me. So, like, I offered Saren to do like a one-day thing today. And she's like, I want to try to figure it out on my own first. I said, okay, fair, no problem. So, like, I feel like if you push too hard on a sale, anybody can close a sale. I really do believe this. Anybody can close a sale. To make a sale stick takes somebody who knows what they're doing, because sometimes people can, you know, they'll call the next day, they'll change their mind. Fear kicks in, basically. Fear is going to kick in for most people. And so you want to prevent that fear from kicking in by doing something on your call to let them know that, look, this is what might happen tomorrow, and that what I don't want to have happen is this. Okay? So if this is going to happen, okay, let's just not do this. Is what I would say.
Okay, so you push them away right at the end, and you say, okay, this is usually what I experience. If this is going to happen, then I'd rather not do it.
Yeah, and I do this when Saren signed up with me, or when Lauren signed up with me. Lauren, when we signed up, right? I said something at the end. I don't know if you remember. But I said something at the end too. Do you remember what I said?
No.
Okay, fair. But basically, I said, look, I'm going to be, 100% committed to you, to making sure you get the results. I want you to be 100% committed, and if you're not, I didn't say this part, but if somebody's hesitant towards the end, right? So let's see if I can explain this. There's a sale, right? There's a sale, and then there's a close. They're different things, right?
Right.
Are you with me?
Yep.
So there's a sale and there's a close. Once you get to the close, you don't go back to the sale. This is important. Once you've entered the close, you do not go back to the sale. This is
Okay.
closing. Closing is not selling. Selling is not closing. They're different things. So a close is like, okay, now you're trying to get agreement that you're moving on to the next step. Yay or nay? Yay or nay? And so if they give you like a yay but still hesitancy, I don't accept that. I don't accept that. Like, I'm not accepting of the little thing that they're gonna dangle like, yes, kind of. I'm like, no, I want you to be all in. Like, are you all in on this, or are you all out? That's it.
So if they say this, but I want to do a payment plan, they give you a really good reason why they want to do a payment plan.
Okay.
So, like, you can see they're committed, you can see they want it, and there's that final bit of hesitation. They say, yeah, I want to do a payment plan.
Okay. Sharon, can you unmute yourself for a second here? If you're still with us. Maybe Sharon's gone. Okay, so what to do if they want a payment plan?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to accept payment plans as an option?
As a very last resort, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so walk me through the end section of a call where it's a payment plan where it didn't go through.
So so when they wanted the payment plan, or
Yes. Where the sale didn't go through, I guess.
so they didn't sign up for the payment plan or anything.
Yeah, where you offer. So let me be clear. Give me an example of a call where you offered a payment plan, but it didn't go through. The sale didn't go through.
Okay, so to keep it short, I said, okay, so do you want me, are you in? Do you want to come aboard the program? And
Okay.
they're like, yeah. And they say, well, how much is the investment? I said, $4,000. They say, as much as I would love to, that's way too far out of my budget. So, okay. So if we could sort out a payment plan, is that something you'd be into? They said, possibly. So I go through the payment plan, and I say, well,
Okay,
what for
yeah,
you?
pause. Okay, so here's the problem. Okay, if somebody gives you a possibly on the payment plan, okay, Lauren, you're looking confused. You're scaring me. Are you getting this?
No, I was searching for something else. I'm paying attention, but searching for something else.
Okay, good. I want to make sure I don't want to confuse anybody. Okay, so, Sai, if you got to hold your ground here a little bit, right? So people will walk all over you as much as you let them. Okay? So, your question. If I gave you a payment plan, what was the question? If I gave you a payment plan,
Are you in?
okay, and then what he said, possibly?
Yeah, he said, possibly.
Yeah,
Let me hear what
fuck
you've
that.
got.
No, fuck that. No way. Because what is possibly? I don't know what that means. I'm trying to close. You're trying to close. You got to move towards the close, right? How does that happen? In steps. So I would just be like confused. I don't know what that means. Sorry, do you know what that means? What does possibly mean?
Possibly means, you tell me about it. I think if it's reasonable, then I could possibly go ahead.
And what does that mean?
It means I don't know if I can afford what you've got.
It means
What you're gonna-
I have no idea what you just said is what it means. I have no idea what you just said. Possibly. Possibly what? Possibly yes, possibly no, possibly never, possibly. I have no idea what that means. So you gotta when they give you that possibly, there's something that you're missing. There's something that they're missing. There's an objection that's unanswered.
Mm.
So if you take that objection and you don't address it and you move on to price, they're still thinking about that thing that you haven't addressed.
Mm.
So you haven't really identified what are the blockers. So an objection is a block, right? There's blocks, right? Okay, we're trying to get from point A to point B here, right? And there's blocks around. There's a block here, and you say, okay, well, what if we could figure out the price? There's still the block here. They still haven't got it, right? So price isn't the real block. There's something else. You with me?
Yep, I'm with you. Go on.
So, so you never move into, this is the mistake. This is actually really common. You never move into discounts and partial payments, right? Until you have certainty that they're in. If they can't give you a yes, I'm in if I do payments, you do not do payments. No way.
Okay. So if you come to that point and you haven't addressed all the objections, I mean, ideally you would have done it beforehand.
Yeah.
What would you do to readdress them? Like, how would you go back into it?
Well, okay, yeah. So I have to figure out what's missing, right? So, and you have to figure out what's missing. So you'd be like, okay, well, let me ask you this. You know, I would say usually when someone tells me something like that, what that means is they don't believe in me, right? They think I'm full of shit. They don't believe in them. They have doubts. Right? Or something else.
And if they say no, it's really about the money?
It's never about the money. Write this down. Write this down and put it on your computer. It is never about the money.
But if they say it twice, you'd never address it straight out.
What's that?
If they say it twice to you, like twice in a row, it's not about the money, and I say, okay, usually it's about you or it's about me. And they say, no, it's not about that. It's really about me.
Okay, so don't make it seem like it's about you or it's about me. No. You want to give them options. So usually, what that means is give them one of three that they can select.
Okay.
So usually it's you're not sure if you're going to get an ROI. What is? Let me ask you this. Like, what is? It's not about the it's about the money mean. It means they don't feel like they're going to get an ROI.
Yeah, I can see that.
Your video cut out here. I want to see your sexy face.
Hold on, not finished. No. All right, hopefully my data run out. On?
So let me give you an example, okay? So Lauren invested 3K. Saren invested 3K, okay? Saren, when she invested her 3K, right? She got, in her first 2 weeks, she got 6K. She's made another sale, that's 2K. She's at 8K. And then she sold some other stuff. She sold one today for 1, which is some kind of anomaly, like special friend, whatever, right? So when she came to me, one of the things she said was, well, like, that's expensive or that's too much or whatever, right? But all that meant was she didn't feel like she could get an ROI. That's what it means. It means they can't see how they can get an ROI. So now she's gotten her ROI. If I ask her, looking back, you know, did you make the right decision? She's like, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was able to show her how she's going to get an ROI. You should talk to people about how they're going to get their investment back. That's what they want to know. How am I going to get my investment back? Walk me through that. When they say I can't afford it, translate that to show me, Sai, how I'm going to get my investment back.
Got it. Okay, that's clear.
Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if you start doing that, you should see some big changes.
What's that? You broke up.
I said if you start doing that, you should see some big changes.
Yeah. We have a couple of calls coming in over the next 2 weeks, so they're very qualified. So I'll implement that into it.
Cool. Tell me this real quick. Hi people. People always want to get in camera. It's so weird. Before we wrap, what's the 10-minute call that you're doing before?
I know, right? Shut your legs. So it's just a qualification call.
Okay.
So what we do beforehand, what do they want? There we kind of define when they came on the call, because you've got to remember there's a lot of qualification that comes up to that 10-minute phone call.
Okay.
And then at the end, I say, okay, I think I can help you, or I don't think I can help you. And I say, at the end of the next call, I just want you to make a decision. So they're very aware that they have to make a decision on the next call.
Okay, good.
Whether it's yes or no. So we did that, and the close rate has jumped up. The time spent has gone way down. So it's filtered out the people that would be time wasters.
Okay. And so did you add the step after the last time that we talked about making the decision?
Yeah, I added that into the first part, and then I re-emphasized it on the beginning of the main call as well.
Okay. Cool. So just changing the context. So just real quick, like for Lauren and somebody else who's listening on the recording, what was the call that we had, and what was the insight that you had from that call that you implemented that changed things?
So the call that we had was really addressing one of the big objections, or I have to go and speak to that. And so I spoke to Gary about it, and he said, okay, well, they've got to know that they have to make a decision, and that decision is either yes or it's no. So I said, all right, so how can I do this in the least intrusive way? So I tried it on the original calls. So that's like straight from webinar to application to call. And I still found that there was resistance to it. So then I added another step in there, which is a triage call, a 10-minute phone call to qualify them. And then the main call based on that call. And it worked beautifully well. Really, really well in terms of the close rates. And it was closing 4 out of 5 on that aspect. So yeah, that was the insight, was a lot of it is context, right? So they've got to know that they have to make a
You're breaking up.
decision, and they also have to know they have the option to say no.
Yeah. So yeah.
As well.
So sorry, you broke up there a little bit, but Lauren, what he was saying was that it's okay for people to come on the call to make a decision and for you to give information as long as they're willing to make a decision, yay or nay. But it's not okay for them to just collect information. So you want to, that's something later, it's like way ahead of where you're at right now, but something later that you'll go back and watch this video later and you'll be like, oh my God, that's awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. Very cool. Okay,
the triage call also I noticed as well was 10-minute phone call. It allowed me to double my price without it being an issue. So a 3 weeks ago I was doing it at $2,000, and I doubled it to 4, along with this triage call as well, and it was still like non-issue for the people that signed up.
Nice. So you doubled how much you were charging, and got a better closing ratio. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, fantastic. So it's 6:06. I said I would wrap at 45 minutes, but we're close to an hour, or a little over an hour, so that's good. Cool. Very good. So Lauren, big takeaways from today?
Stalking people.
Mind blowing. Okay. Okay. What else?
And just working on like more of a script for based on what you have already, but just catering it more to me.
Cool. So what's an action item that you could take starting today or tomorrow to?
I'm gonna rewrite your script for me. I kind of was just using it today for that one call that wasn't really a call. Without really tailoring it, and then just continuing to stalk people.
Yeah. Cool.
Stalker over here.
Good. Okay. Continue to stalk people. Get people on the call. Understand what they want, and then they're gonna tell you. Then you can start.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, Sai, for you, what's big takeaways, big ideas? Like,
155.
okay.
The biggest one
Oh.
was. Okay, let me turn off the video. Can you hear me now? Any better?
Yeah.
There.
Try it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4-second time delay. So the biggest thing which I took away from this one was very much to do with, okay, if they're saying to me they don't have the money and they're saying that they can't spend it, it's not to do with you, it's to do with they don't see the ROI.
Yeah.
So then we have to go back and we have to walk them through what the ROI is, the return on investment.
Yep.
And then close again
Yes.
after we've done that.
That's right.
Yeah,
Bingo.
so that was the biggest one. Yeah.
Bingo. That's totally it. Totally it. Okay, very cool. All right, well, thank you for being here per usual, and I'll talk to you in the Facebook group. If you have any questions, post them up, and have an awesome Tuesday.
All
Thanks,
right,
you
see you
too.
soon.
Cool. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.